The area is changing by the minute. Here at the Chase Harlem Community Bank, they are giving the neighborhood tools to thrive.
Nicole King, Community Manager for JPMorgan Chase.
Nicole, can you tell me about the branch that you work at?
Sure, we are in the first ever community branch for JPMorgan Chase.
And so what does that mean, community branch?
This is the first of its kind. This branch offers very unique community programming for community residents. So we host workshops for small businesses. We also allow local small businesses to do pop-ups in the space where they can showcase their products and or services and meet new customers.
A lot of times people are a little hesitant when it comes to banks, and they are not sure about fees or, how much is going to be taken away, how much do I actually have to put forward. Can you speak to how this branch is really helping the community?
Absolutely. So about a year ago, when we reimagined this space, we sat around with some community leaders as well as elected officials and quite frankly asked them for their support and what the community needed. And one of the things that they shared with us is that the community needed help, particularly the small business community, with resources in teaching them how to operationalize their business in the face of this growing Harlem market. With
those resources, what type of businesses are you already helping and developing?
Startups actually come through these doors, so if you're a startup business and you want to learn how to do financial projections, we have workshops for that. If you're a business and let's say you're a growing business and you need funding, you can actually meet with a small business specialist and they'll actually walk you through what they do and the different types of services and funding that we do offer for your business.
And let's speak about this reimagined space. When you walk down 125th, which is where the bank is located, it's really amazing. It's all glass and there's colors, and can you just tell us what was the whole vision behind that? Why was this done?
Everything about this branch was done with the community in mind. We actually took a lot of artifacts from the Harlem community and actually put it in the branch. We actually commissioned Susan Spannon from the community to put portraits up of members of the community in the branch, as well as team members. But what we are really excited about is that pretty soon that we're going to be highlighting a lot of businesses on the murals that reach certain milestones in their business.
And when people come in and they're looking at this mural, will they recognize any of the faces?
Pretty soon they will be able to, because we'll have a lot of business owners from the community up on the wall. We also have a vault that used to be our vault. It is now a Harlem museum, so you'll see panels from Billie Holiday's Brownstone in the vault. You'll see a repurposed table that was from a former bowling alley in the community. So yeah, we pay homage to Harlem throughout the space.
Thank you all for coming out tonight. We're so excited to host you in this amazing space. And without further ado, I will introduce our partner from Home Lending, Kevin Kershang. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you very much, Melvin, for the introduction. And thank you, Melvin, very much for your leadership, getting this really unique and important branch up and off the ground for Chase.
Speaking about events held within this space, I was truly honored to be a part of your panel that was held here, speaking about serving the Harlem community. Can you just tell our viewers more about it?
Oh yes, well first of all, thank you for being part of the event. We did an event where we brought in residents from the community and spoke about home ownership. And when you purchase in Harlem, you're not just buying a piece of property, you're actually buying history, right? So the event was, home buying in Harlem.
Well, with the architecture and the history, it helps to connect us to our past, to our ancestors, to those people that were here before us. We feel a sense of greatness because the people that were here, people like Langston Hughes or Romeo Bearden, they've lived in some of the buildings that we've purchased or some of the buildings that we just live in. And when you walk into a space and you know that greatness was there before you, it builds a sense of culture and it makes you feel good about being in that space. And it's a space that it makes you want to preserve because of the people that were there before you.
I just moved back to Harlem about 2 years ago after living in Teaneck for about 15 years. The kids went to Teaneck High School. I didn't even know who my neighbors were. But when I live in Harlem, everybody's playing music in the morning. Everybody's like, "Hey, big guy, hey, what's going on?" It's like just happiness, you know. I mean, when I go to other communities, I mean, nobody talks to anybody, even if you live across the hall, let alone be in the street. So I think it's really like a sense of pride and happiness when you come out on a Saturday morning to get a cup of coffee and everybody knows who you are. You feel safe if somebody's following you down the street because every neighbor's like, "Hey, what's going on over there? You okay?" I'm 6'6", but hey, it's still pretty good to know. But you know, that's just what I think. I think it's a beautiful thing. People are beautiful, and it's just happy out there.
Tabitha, tell me a little bit about Harlem as an international tourist destination.
This is such a funny question because as I was mingling, I spoke to this lovely couple and we were saying how Harlem is its own entity. I grew up hearing not just Harlem for the history that it has, but also thanks to rap music, it's referred to as Harlem World. Right? So we look at it as being its own world. Like when you say Harlem, everybody's supposed to know, I'm talking about this place right here. It doesn't matter whether I'm in Amsterdam where they have Harlem or even in Harlem itself, the actual place around the world. I'm talking about this circumference of community that I've grown up in and that I've learned to love. So it's an international attraction because of its history, because of the music that comes out of it, because of the people. And I think it stays because the people here, we all have a sense of community.
Just having the panelists there, what was the feedback of the night?
Oh, it was, so many people loved it. I mean, after the event, I got so many emails thanking me and my team for putting on such a wonderful event and educating the community about home ownership and home ownership opportunities within Harlem. And I partnered with my Chase Home Lending team, and they did a fantastic job presenting to the community how Chase can help individuals that are in the market for a home.
Where would you like to see things go or grow?
Sure. So we are continuing this impact across the country. We're going to actually open more community spaces in Oakland, in Chicago, in Atlanta. So yeah, this model is scaling out across the country because of its impact that it's having here in Harlem.
And how important is it for Chase to be intertwined with the community in which it's located?
Yes, so we love the communities in which that we serve. We do understand that we just don't open up a branch and this is not a place where we just hold your deposits. We actually really give back to the community and it's built into our DNA.
And when someone's coming to this branch and they're looking for Harlem's banker, who would present themselves?
Me, Nicole King.
And why do they call you Harlem's banker?
I've been in this community for a very long time. It has always been an honor of mine to serve this community and to teach finance in this community. And from a very long time ago, people began to refer to me as Harlem's banker because I am a trusted advisor and people know me from the community because I also live here.
And what does Harlem mean to you?
Harlem means culture, Harlem means love, Harlem means community, Harlem means support.